I will insert 2 horizontal posts in 3 vertical posts to make this kind of fence that will be helpful as a garden trellis to support a climbing plant. I will use this hole saw. It has a diameter slightly bigger than these posts. I screw the cutting blade to the arbor shaft, and I turn the wheel in the collar base until the drive pins block the cutting blade. Now I can put the hole saw in the chuck in my drill press. Now the distance between the drill press table and the tip of the bit must be just enough to put there the vertical posts. The problem is that it will be impossible to drill a hole to the other side of the posts. I measure and I mark the places where I want to drill the holes. These 2 posts are identical, and we'll see later that I will drill too near the head, so they will break. This post is longer, so I measure from the sharp end of one short post to the marks I made in that post, and I mark the same distances from the sharp end in the long post. Now, to keep the posts leveled, I put some pieces of wood there, until they reach the right height. This is the first mark I will drill. I put it right below the hole saw centering bit, and I put one spring clamp to each side of the post, just so the post doesn't roll to the sides. I grab the post with one hand, and I drill the hole. I cannot keep drilling, because the top of the hole saw bumps against the post. This is the drilling I've made so far, and the centering bit didn't reach the other side neither. I drill the next hole in this post, but I forgot to align it with the first one, so it will make more difficult to put together the pieces of the trellis. I drill the first hole in the second post. And now, before I drill the second hole, I able to align it. If the holes are not aligned, later it will be more difficult to put all the parts together. And I drill the third post, the longest one. I align and I drill the second hole. Now I use a drill bit with the same diameter as the centering bit to drill all the holes to the other side of the posts. I will use those holes to center the hole saw in the other side of the posts. And now I drill in the other side of the posts. So here I have the first hole. I check how one horizontal post fits in the hole, and the truth is that it enters a bit loose. But the real problem is that these big holes weaken the posts. We'll see that when I put together all the parts of this garden trellis. Once I have drilled all the holes, I paint them with a wood protector stain. And before I forget it, I cut the sharp points of all the horizontal posts. And despite these are treated posts, I paint them all with the wood protector stain. Now they look much better. Once the wood protector stain is dry, I can put together all the parts of this garden trellis. First I drive the long post near the base of the climbing plant. I measure and I drive the next post. And because the hole is too near the head of the post, I broke the end of the post with a hammer. So I put one horizontal post in the hole that is near the ground. Now, because the head of the post is broken, I can put a wooden block inside the top hole. So I can hit the wooden block to drive the post until the horizontal post is leveled with the right hole in the first vertical post. Now I pass the tip of the horizontal post through the hole in the first post. Now I measure and I drive the third post. And well, I also broke the head of this post. So once again I have to use the wooden block to hit and drive it. Now I move the horizontal post until it is inside the hole in the third post, and I put the other horizontal post. This one is very easy to put in the right position, because the head of the posts are broken. I hit them until everything is in the right position. And here we can see the broken head of this post. I apply some weather resistant glue, and I clamp the pieces. I've already glued and clamped the head of the second post. Now I will also clamp the head of this post until the weather resistant glue is dry. I could screw the horizontal post, but there is enough friction so they won't move. Well, despite the broken posts, this kind of garden trellis looks nice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and to share this video. You can find all my woodworking videos in my channel in YouTube. And if you like my videos, remember that you can subscribe to my channel.